In this video, we're going to go over how to do paired sample t-test. We use paired sample t-test to compare averages that are on the same scale. So if we look at our survey, for this type of analysis, we're mainly going to focus on question 5. We have 4 reasons here, and we see that they were all measured on the same scale, a 5-point scale of importance. So we basically can compare the average importance for each reason. So in the first example, we're going to look at the average importance of general health and fitness versus the average importance of social aspects. So we're going to go into our data set. Again, we're going to make a new worksheet, and we're going to copy over fitness and social. And just like we did before, we are going to sort the data. However, this time we only want to sort each column by itself. It's really important that you do not expand the selection when sorting this data, otherwise the analysis will be thrown off. So we're going to go to column A, go to sort and filter, and we are still going to sort smallest to largest, but we want to make sure that we just continue with the current selection. We're going to do the same thing for column B. And then once the data is sorted, we're going to go into our analysis toolpack. And the analysis that we're going to run is this one right here, the t-test pair to sample for means. Again, if the data range comes up, delete it, and we're going to go ahead and enter it ourselves. So the data that's going to go into our variable 1 range is going to be the data in column A, and the variable 2 range is going to be the data in column B. And again, we want to make sure that we are excluding the name of the column in our data range. So we're going to start highlighting the data in column A for our variable 1 range. And we're going to stop highlighting when there is no longer data in both columns, which is right here. And the reason that we do this is because Excel needs the same number of cases in both ranges in order to properly analyze the data. So now we're going to do our variable 2 range. And we're going to stop highlighting at the same place, right here. You can check that the ranges are the same, which they are. Go ahead and select OK. And our table is going to pop up in a new worksheet. And again, the 2 things that we want to look at is our two-tail p-value and the means. So we see that our two-tail p-value is 8.12 to the negative 55, meaning that there is a very significant relationship between these 2 variables. And if we look at the averages, this makes sense because the average importance for general health and fitness is 4.70, and the average importance for social aspects is 3.14. So they're very different on the scale, which makes sense given our p-value. So we'll go ahead and do one more. This time we're going to look at the average importance of physical enjoyment versus specific medical concerns. So let's make our new worksheet. Copy both columns of data over. And we're going to sort the data just as we did before, sorting 1 column at a time. Take an extra second to make sure that you're only continuing with the current selection for this analysis. Again, it's really important. Once the data is sorted, go ahead and open our toolpack. And again, it's the pair to sample for means. We're going to delete the ranges that are there. And for variable 1 range, we're going to start highlighting the data in column A, making sure to exclude the name of the column. And again, we're going to stop highlighting when there is no longer data in both columns. Enter our variable 2 range. Select OK. And our table is going to come up. All right, our two-tail p-value this time is 0.01, meaning that there is a significant relationship between these 2 variables. We can see that because there is a difference in the averages. The average importance for physical enjoyment is out of 3.93, and the average importance for specific medical concerns is 4.02. So there is still a big enough difference in these averages for them to be significant. And that's all we're going to cover for paired sample t-test. In our final video, we're going to go over how to do ANOVA analysis.